Hi, so here we are going to show how to register S4 with BTP. So first we go to the systems and then we give a name to the system and we say the type, in this case S4 HANA Cloud, and then we hit register. Then we copy the token and we browse to the S4 HANA Cloud maintain extension on SAP BTP, and then we hit new, paste the token and give a description and save it. It will register both systems, so they might be talking already. Yes, so we have registered BTP with the S4 HANA Cloud at this moment. Both are showing on the green icon saying it's registered. So let's go ahead now and add the S4 HANA Cloud extension service to the BTP sub account that I have here. We add a service plane to the entitlements here, and then we look for the S4 HANA Cloud extensibility. We add both plans and save. Should be available in a second. And then we are going to create an instance for it. So it's already added, assigned to my sub account. Here we can see, and then we go and create the instance for this service. So let's head to the instance and subscriptions and create a new subscription to the S4 HANA extensibility, cloud extensibility service. We are going to use the messaging because we want the events, the eventing service from S4 HANA to be triggered as a message in event mesh. So yeah, we give a name, then we paste this JSON with the configuration for the system, and then we create it. It will be available soon, and then we can check this on the event mesh application. So yeah, it's created already. So yeah, green icon. Let's go and check if the communication arrangement is created here. So by creating an instance there, we should have now communication arrangement set up here with the same name as my system. Yeah, so it's created here. Let's test it once and see if the communication test succeed. Check connection. Cool, so both systems are talking to each other, so channel is active. Very nice. Now we go back to the BTP and check the event client that has been created in the event mesh application. Let's see here the event mesh client created with the topics. The topics will be actually empty. So if we go to events, there's no queue, but then if we go to events, then you're gonna see that there is no topic here still registered. We can see the service description, but now let's generate the events here. So we want to generate the topics here and register. So we are subscribing to the events on S4HANA. So we go to the event channel binding here. We just browse for hours. Here is hours, so our channel that has been created with my instance that we have created in the BTP. Now we create an outbound topic. We want an outbound message to be generated in event mesh. So we search for sales because we want to generate messages every time there is changes on the sales orders. So we are going to subscribe to changes on sales order. We save. Now we should have the topics created here in the events. Great. So S4 already triggered this creation of the topics for us here in this client. Now we need another client to consume the message from these topics. So let's go ahead and create a new instance for the event mesh so that we can consume the messages on those topics in the event mesh. So the plan here will be the instance one, which is the default. Then we go and give an instance name. In this case will be as for evcons. Now it's the consumer. Now let's just paste the JSON for the creation, the correct creation of this instance. So just a note here is that we are using the same namespace of the first one created. So this is very important. So we can subscribe to the events. This one, this line 11, and then we create. So we are going to get a new client subscribed, or that we can read the messages published to the first client that we have. So yeah, so this consumer, the client that we are creating here, can consume messages generated on the topic for the S4HANA, original S4HANA eventing. So let's take a look on this one. It's empty. We are going to create a new queue here so that we can store the messages from the first client. Okay, so this, let's give a name for this queue. And we create, and then we have to subscribe to that topic. So once we have the queue created here, we need to go to the actions and then subscribe to the topic from the other client. Let's go ahead and create the queue subscription for the topic. So this is the topic that I have from the first client. So let's paste here the topic. Okay, we hit add, and then the topic's created. The subscription for the topic's created. So now we go and test. We can test, but first we need to generate a message there as a test. So we can go directly to the test here and say, I want to generate a message on this topic just as a test. And then we publish the message, and then we can see that in the other client, I can consume the message. So there is already the message on the queue on this one, and then we consume, and this is the high message that I have published on the other client. So now that we know that they are both working between themselves, then we go to the S4HANA and we modify, we change a sales order so that a message is generated from here, from this S4HANA. So we just edit a sales order. Yeah, let's change something here, and then we can save so it can generate a message on our event mesh. Okay, sales order is saved. Now let's go back here, refresh, and we should have this message already. Yeah, we have one new message. Let's consume and see that the order 647 is changed there in S4HANA. So it's working. The communication between S4HANA eventing and BTP is working really fine.